the Visual Basic. Create new project. As you all know, Windows Form application, and here I'm writing fourth week. All right. So now this is the home screen. Okay, now let me clear you something. Okay, so this is the form, and as I told you in the last class, we are going to work on this form. This would be the screen, this would be the display, this would be the whole area of our software which we are making right now. So everything which is present here would be the part of our software, which would be the part of our part of our application, right? So we have some tools and controls at the left hand side. Label, as I told you, as I displayed you in the last class also, that we have some properties of each tool, right? Once you have inserted the tool, you need to select that tool, and at the right hand side you will see the property at the right bottom. And for the label, I have inserted a label here, and I want to label a text box right now. So text box should be inserted here, like I told you in the last class, that this should be looking like this. Means this text field, the user will input something into this text fields, and with the help of this label, it is obvious that he is going to or she is going to write her or his name inside this text box, right? Because if we debug that program, you will see if you can debug this program, you can see this window. So here I can write anything I want, right? Maybe if this name wouldn't have been written here, so the user would insert anything here, right? But this is not the valid data. So in order to validate this data, in order to correct this data, we have written the label name. So now any name can be written here. Okay, and we would continue with that. Okay, close it. After closing this this mode, debugging mode, we are able to now change all these things. So now button. What we are doing right now is okay. Now, so button is there. The text of the button should be, I'm writing show. All right, what I want actually right now, initially in this program, that whatever I write inside this text box, my program will show it as a message box after this button is clicked. What does that mean? If I debug this program, this screen appears. So whatever I write here, after this show button, after I click this show button, it would display me whatever the name is written inside this box, or whatever the text written inside this box. So that's very simple. Now let's see how we can do that. So now in order to display it, you know what is available for us to show in the dialog box, that is message box. Double click that, so the event is created now. That's how we create an event, by double clicking a tool, right? Here I'm writing, whenever the button is clicked, what it needs to do, I'm writing message box dot show, and inside those brackets I'm writing what is the name of this tool. What's that? I will go to the name of this tool. Where is the name of this tool? Here, the name. Okay, the property text box 1, right? So we'll go to the form1.vb again, and inside here I write text box. We have text box 1 dot text. All right. So after coming to the second line, and now it's done. What would happen whenever this button 2 click? The event says button 2 click. Whenever the button 2 is clicked, it would display me in the message box what it would be displaying. Text box 1 dot text, means whatever comes in this text box would be converted into the text and would be displayed in the message box. Now let's see how we can do that. Start debugging. For example, I'm writing Lalan, she has internet problems. Okay, show. So now as you can see in the message box, the name is written. Okay, I'm changing the name. It's done. As you can see, it's done. So whatever I write here would be displayed in that. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Alright, I'm receiving the chats now, means you can write in the chat, is it clear, or if you have any problem with that. Clear. Alright. Very good, Lalan. It's clear. Okay. That's fine. Moving on to the second task, means the second thing that we need to do today is basically I'm going to show you some logical comparisons which computer can do, or we are making computer to do all these logical operations, means like comparing. As a human can compare two numbers, means which one is greater, which one is smaller, which one is less than to any number, right? So that's how the computer can also do that comparison. And we need some comparison operators like greater than, less than, and is equals to. All right, so similarly we have some structures in here in Visual Basic Programming, and we the name of the structure that I'm going to use today is if else, if then else, right? So we can say if else, and if then else, and if. All right, so what I'm actually doing, if we click that form 1, so I'm changing the name of this form. All right, what I'm writing here in this form, the name of the form is actually a eligibility identifier. Eligibility identifier, what does that mean? What's in my mind? I'm telling you. I'm basically making a program of any ride, have you means you must have gone to the museum, parks and all, where the ticket counters are available, right? So there you need to take the tickets on the basis of your ages, right? If your age is less than 18, so you would be less than 18, so that you would be the child, but you would not be the adult, right? You would be the teenager or something, right? If your age is greater than 18 or 18 maybe, so you would be called an adult, right? So that's what we are going to make today. Instead of name, I'm just changing the label, miss age. Okay, so what I would need from this application, that if anybody writes the age in the years in this text box, and after this button is clicked, it would display me that it is eligible for the ride or not, right? So the eligibility identifier, this is what I'm naming it, right? And let's see how we can do that. Okay, so instead of writing this show, we can write calculate or display, whatever we want. Okay, double clicking this button, and here the code is we have written this code, message box dot show text box 1 dot text. Okay, instead of this, so we have a condition. What is the condition? That if the age is less than 18, so for the ride the person is not eligible, right? For the ride means it won't means he won't be buying those tickets, he won't be eligible to buy those tickets, right? So if it is greater than 18, so obviously he or she can buy the tickets, right? So this is what we are doing right now, using if statements, if then else. How would we start writing if, and what is the name of this text box? That was text box 1, I guess. Text box 1, right? Because it would contain the input from the user, it would contain the age from the user. If I'm writing text box dot text, it would always be converted into a text. Text box dot text, text box 1 dot text, I'm writing is less than, sorry, it's less than 18. If text box 1 dot text means whatever comes in this text box is less than 18, then it would display me message box dot show. If this condition is true, when it is true means, for example, 14 is inserted into this text box. So if 14 is inserted into this text field, so obviously it would be less than 18, so the condition would be true here. So if the condition is true, so what it should be displaying in the message box as a string means in the double speech marks, message box dot show, in the double speech marks, it would display me is less than 18, not eligible. Alright, why? Because maybe the ride is for adults. Alright, so I'm writing else. If this condition is true, so if this condition is true, whatever is written is less than 18, so it would go for this. Else means whatever I write after else would be considered if the condition is not true. Means, for example, 24 is inserted into the text field, so in 24 is not greater than it's not less than 18, obviously. So this message box dot show, we are going to write similar eligible. Alright, so what I have done here, I've made a the if then else condition, in which our main focus is this text box 1 dot text. Text box 1 means whatever I have inserted, I've dragged here. This this text field is text box 1, right? We have converted into text like after written dot text. So this would be the input, or whatever is written inside this text field would be considered here. For example, 25 is clicked here. 25 is inserted here. So 25 is less than 18. It would consider this condition. If the condition is true, so it would go for this. It would display not eligible. Otherwise, else it would go for this eligible. Let's see how we can check it. Okay, now check it out. Eligibility identifier of the ride. Age, for example, the age is 25. Display, okay, the person is eligible. Alright, for example, I'm writing age is 14. Display, not eligible. What does that mean? Because we have made an application for any ride which considers the ticket buyers should be 18 plus or 18, right? Eligible to buy the tickets. If it is 17, it's not eligible to buy the tickets. $200 years, we can't go much. 100, if we go to the numbers, because we have set the limit less than 18 or greater than 18, right? So it would display me accordingly. For example, 10, not eligible. Alright, okay, now coming back to the chats. So now quickly I'm on your queries or something if you have. Alright, so no sir, what? No sir, Vishdan, speak up, no problem. Alright, so I mean, I have no question, no queries. Alright.